Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. And I think we can all stipulate that America leads the world in biomedical research, and that's thanks to the incredible scientists at the NIH, in industry, and in universities around the country, including in my backyard at the University of Colorado Anschutz Medical Center. And this is all because of a longstanding bipartisan, bicameral commitment from Congress to fund and foster science and research that leads to incredible breakthroughs. And when, like Mr. Royce, when I hear your testimony, it just makes me so proud to have been a part of this Congress for so long and funding these research innovations that lead us to being able to treat and even cure cancer. So, Mr. Ezell, I listened to your testimony with great interest, and I share your excitement about all of the achievements we've seen. Since the 1990s, cancer death rates in the United States have fallen by 27%. Is that correct?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
And what that means is that's 2.9 million lives saved. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And new treatments and medicines and detection services are responsible for most all of that decline. Isn't that correct?
Well, certainly a combination across
Yeah.
our society of decreases in smoking, of earlier detection,
And also
innovative
public health.
drugs
That's
like
right.
Keytruda have all
That's
contributed
right.
to those.
And I think we can all agree that that's great. It's not enough. We need to keep working on it, right? We need to try to reduce cancer deaths even more, right, Mr. Ezell?
When we have 600,000 American fatalities from cancer each year, yes.
Yeah.
And when 40% of us are going to experience this in our lifetimes.
Would anybody on this panel disagree with that? We need to act with urgency to decrease cancer deaths even more. Everybody's nodding their head. Now, I want to focus on one of the therapies that you mentioned, Keytruda, in your written testimony, which is an immunotherapy that treats several different kinds of cancer. Mr. Ezell, do you know about how much NIH funding contributed to the development of Keytruda? I'll tell you. According to an analysis by a Bentley University professor, the NIH spent over $2.8 billion on the basic research underlying Keytruda. And what's more, NIH research underpinned 354 out of 356 of the drugs approved by the FDA between 2010 and 2019, because what happens is that the NIH does the basic research, and then private industry, the pharmaceutical companies and so on, they're able to develop it, give it to patients, and monetize it. So my opinion is, and I think actually this opinion is probably shared by everybody on both sides of this dais, this is not a research system that's failing. It's a research system that needs our support. But yet, Secretary Kennedy and the Trump administration are gutting research. One example, as described in that famous article I keep talking about in the New York Times from Sunday, is Rachel Sirianni. She's a pediatric brain cancer research, and she's doing innovative research on pediatric brain cancer. She had to shrink her lab and suspend one of her most promising trials due to this administration's assault on research. And I am spending every day and every night, and my colleagues will agree that they know I'm doing it because I'm bugging them. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know what that ideology is. Now, to enforce the new orthodoxy, there are now over 20 political appointees at the NIH. So I want to ask you, Mr. Ezell, without political comment or thing, do you support full funding of the National Cancer Institute, yes or no?
Absolutely.
And Dr. Zuckerman, do you support full funding of the National Cancer Institute?
Yes, I do.
Does anybody here oppose funding the National Cancer Institute? No, everybody here supports it. Dr. Zuckerman, what do you think that young scientists considering going into government or federally funded academia are thinking right now?
Well, I know from experience, because we hire people with doctorates, that in recent months, positions that would normally get about 20 applicants were getting more than 100 in a couple of days. And many of these were people leaving the federal government or people who would have applied for jobs in the federal government who don't want that insecurity and are concerned about knowing how things are understaffed and hearing about things being politicized.
Thank you. I yield back.